Hey guys, RadicaltheGreat here. I chose that name just because it's kind of ironic, because I think I have like 80 views right now. Not too many, so it's just a little play, poking fun at myself. This is going to be another 1 vs 1 Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai battle between myself and Scorpion on a key. And I was pretty happy about this battle because he is a 10-star gold avatar. And it really goes to show that when you get up in those levels and you have lots of high quality vetted units and you only rely on those units, it can put you at kind of a disadvantage. So his army, we'll start with his first. It's I think 4 or 3 Imperial Guard infantry, a black bear, 4 Imperial Guard infantry, a black bear, and United States Marines with a spear levy. And he has his generals, Hatamoto, or I forget what they call that, running up to the side of the hill. He's going to move his spear levy in to capture this because he knows that in a Fall of the Samurai match, a archery dojo is incredibly important. My army is 2 carbine cav and 3 Imperial infantry, lots of black tortoise force, and my general. I like to use low quality infantry pretty much in any Fall of the Samurai battle I use. For reserves, I feel like they're pretty important. So he's going to come over here and I'm going to try to stop him. I know it's incredibly important, especially since his retainer he played against me. I think it was less ammunition. He's put me at a disadvantage there already, and I know that with his high quality infantry compared to my black tortoise force, they're not going to stand a chance with increased firing. So we tried to capture the hill because I noticed the line of sight here is actually pretty good, and it protects me and shields me against his troops, which could have extended range, which I find out later his United States Marines do, and looks like the black bear do too. So here's why bringing cavalry was important in this battle. It doesn't go to much use here, but it blocks him from taking this. I mean, I'm not using it to take lots of people out or do charges or anything, but it's stopping him from taking the archery dojo immediately. I'm contesting him for that and allowing myself to bring troops up and slowly force him into more of a defensive area here instead of just capturing it and going around. He's frozen here. He's not going to push up any further till this is over. So we're kind of at a stalemate here. I noticed an opportunity to get some nice shots here. These people are in a strange formation, kind of clumped together doing a silly dance. And I take the opportunity to try to put pressure on his right flank. Over here, it's not going to be good for my carbine cav. He wants this and he's going to try to take it. I'm just trying to stall at this point so I can bring in my troops. As long as he doesn't take this, I'm going to be at a better position. If he takes it, he's going to be in an extreme advantage over me. So I'm going to start pressing him on the left and right flank. I'm going to keep this, hidden for a bit. I don't need to press. This is where his majority of his strength is. So I'm not going to put any kind of pressure on his center because I want his center to stay where it is. And here is where I start to lay on the pressure to stop him, prevent him from taking this. And it's pretty well into the battle and no one has captured it yet, so that's good. I'd rather no one have it than him. And we are firing on him here. He's moving into position. I think it's the hill messed him up a little bit. It's a pretty awkward place to reposition your troops. But I'm in a great position to start tearing into these expensive Imperial Guard infantry with my red bear and a black tortoise. And this just goes to show how you really can't underestimate low quality infantry. He's going to try to capture or prevent me from capturing this, but he really shouldn't be focusing on that right now. He should probably be focusing on making sure his high quality infantry doesn't get too destroyed, especially from the low quality infantry. The trade-off there, it's pretty extreme. He's going to be retreating these troops out because he's realized that he's lost on this side. He's trying to charge my general here. He figures, I'm assuming he figures that since my infantry is low quality, it has lower morale, I'm going to suffer more of a hit if he does this. I turn my guy around. I pretty much know he's going to lose, but I want to kill him too. So I position these guys here to get some shots on his general. All the while we're still engaging on a fight in the left and right. I still haven't tried to engage the main part of his flank yet, but we're getting there because I have put a lot of pressure on his left and right, and he's taken a lot of losses. I think he's taken the same amount of losses on his Imperial Guard that I've taken on my Red Bear, which is a good trade-off. So here we're both going to rout at the same exact time, which is fine. Got me a little nervous, but I was pretty confident if I took it slow I could still win. Accidentally charged these guys up forward, and he takes advantage of that. But I still actually, I think I got some shots off on him, so it wasn't all that bad. Yeah. I mean, he only has 54 people on this, so the amount of damage he's going to do is kind of limited. And still laying pressure on this side. He's putting himself in some weird formations to try to get some more shots, but I just feel like I have enough troops at this point to just take over the side completely. And in a little bit, these guys are going to go around and see what are... Actually, I think they go through the center here. Things are wrapping up on this side. I've actually managed to capture that, which is putting him at a very large disadvantage. And I actually managed to capture this. So just by playing defensively and not trying to just run for it, but just trying to defend so my opponent doesn't get it, I was able to capture 2 key buildings. He's got his Imperial Guard infantry shooting at me over here. It's not looking good for me. This is a little bit of a weakened division fighting a fully fresh one over here, but I'm just gonna... I mean, the way I like to see it is, if these guys are out, I got some troops behind it to defend. I'm gonna start pressuring his center in a little bit, because he's weakened it substantially. He's put troops to the left and the right, so now it's just these 2 divisions, and they're kind of out of formation. Over here, I'm gonna charge these troops to the side while these guys are shooting. I make the mistake here, it looks like they would have had a line of sight, but I guess they didn't. It was kind of strange, but they're going to eventually be able to shoot them pretty well. I apologize if I stop talking. Occasionally my cat is flipping out and running around, and I have to prevent that from happening because I have neighbors. But here's his expensive US Marines. And they're just getting completely shot at. They didn't rout, but I mean they're down to 52 men. Putting pressure on his front now. We're engaging. Getting nice shots from the forest over here. And you got to keep in mind that for most of these exchanges, for all the troops he's killing, he's only killing like Black Tortoise Force, which was, I believe, 600-ish Koku, and every one of my men is killing these very, very expensive Imperial Guard and US Marines, and that just goes to show, it's great. I mean, it's very helpful to have those kinds of troops, but I feel the need to bring a lot of light troops as well. So he does have the minus 15% ammunition retainer played against me, so a few of my troops will run out of ammunition in a little bit, and that's fine. I still am pretty confident with my numbers. I'm pushing him back. I'm not going to engage him further because I'm actually at an advantage at this point. I don't actually need to be the one pressing the attack. So I'm going to pull back from here, let him, he wants me to pull back because his United States Marines have extended range. But I'm not going to fall for that. I have 2 key buildings, and I do something a little cheap, but a little bit. I'm actually going to try to run someone over here just to pressure him to attack me, because he's a 10-star gold general, and I was feeling pretty, I guess, not confident with my troops being low morale troops with no general. But it just goes to show that with the amount of troops I had, I was able to push an advantage on him that he wasn't able to push on me. So he's bringing all his troops over here because he's going to do a last-ditch sneak attack through the forest. It's going to take a while. I might actually cut that part out just because it's so long. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So here's the last stage of the battle. This is his last effort to try to just get my troops to rout. But I just have so many troops and they're wrapping all around him that there's not much you can do at this point. We have some really nice positions on this ridge. What he could have done better, I think he should have taken some cavalry. Had he had cavalry to pressure me, I wouldn't have been able to have free reign over the entire map like I did. I also had a very nice position up here. And just in general, the amount of high quality troops he had just put him at a disadvantage when it came for shot for shot. I just had way more rifles pointing at him. I mean, having that better accuracy and reload skill is fine, but maybe he could have even captured the range had he had enough troops to put pressure on that side. That was the replay. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Hopefully I fixed that buzzing. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check after this video. I'll see you later.